Hello, my name is Simon, and in this video I'm going to explain you how does the digestive system works. The main objective of the digestive system is to transform food into nutrients and then pass them to the blood. Now, if you think in terms of why do we have a digestive system? Because we need energy from outside. Also, we need organic matter to build and maintain our bodies. And part of the nutritional function is the digestive system, but another part is also the respiratory system, because in that process we need a lot of oxygen. In the case of the digestive system, we have 8 parts. Imagine a long tube. When we eat something, we chew and we swallow. So first of all we have our mouth, then the pharynx, then a long tube that goes down, which is the esophagus. Then we have like a little bag this size more or less, which is called the stomach. Then we have the small intestine, which is the place where basically all the nutrients go into the blood. And then we have the large intestine, where we take all the water off and all the waste goes on. And then finally it goes to the rectum, and finally the anus. And that is the digestive tract. I will repeat it again. Okay, here we have a picture. This is the digestive system from the beginning to the end. It's a drawing that I just made. That's the mouth. Everybody knows the mouth with its teeth, the tongue. And then in this part is the pharynx. You write it with an X at the end. This long tube that goes down is called the esophagus. The esophagus, which is that long tube. Then we have here the stomach. Then this goes to this part, which is the small intestine. This one connects with this other part, which is the large intestine. Sorry, because I don't have a camera here that works with me. Intestine. Okay, finally here we have the rectum, which is like a small storage of the waste that we don't need, and the anus. This is called the digestive tract because it's like a tube that begins in the mouth and ends in the anus. Now we have other things. Here we have the salivary glands. Okay? Here we have the liver. This is the liver. Here we have the pancreas. This one is a very small structure there, as you can see. Then this is the gallbladder, which is a small hollow organ where bile is stored and concentrated before it is released into the small intestine. That is the gallbladder, which is next to the liver, and its function is to store the bile that is produced by the liver. Now here we have the liver that you can see is a very big organ and has also a lot of functions. I'm going to tell you some of the functions that it has. It makes a lot of chemicals. It breaks down and detoxifies substances. It acts as a storage unit. It manufactures cholesterol and triglycerides. very important function. It produces also carbohydrates. It makes bile, we have seen that previously, and it stores vitamins like vitamin B12, folic acid, iron, vitamin A, and vitamin D. Here we have the digestive system. I'm going to circle some parts of this system, but not others. Now you have to think why I am circling those parts. So first of all, I'm going to circle the salivary glands, then the liver, the pancreas, and also here we have the gallbladder. The gallbladder is next to the liver. These four have a little slightly different function. They produce liquids or juices that help the digestive process to work better. The main objective of the digestive system is to transform food into nutrients. To transform food, an apple, an omelette, fish, meat, eggs, whatever you eat, a pizza, even an ice cream, you transform that into nutrients. Nutrients are carbohydrates, fat, vitamins, minerals. Some of that food that we eat, we don't need it, so we have waste to throw away. That is also part of the function of the digestive system, to get rid of the things that we don't need. We start eating something. Imagine you're eating a salad, a delicious salad. Eat and chew the food in your mouth initially. Something is happening. Even before you start eating, your brain, when it smells imagine you're watching a lasagna or a big pizza, you start smelling that food and your brain sends an order to your salivary glands and they start producing some juices called the saliva. That helps you to start breaking down. It's like a washing machine, your mouth a little bit goes round and round. That is helping you to chew and to make more liquid the food that you are eating. So you get something called like a bolus. Okay, it's like a bowl of food chewed, and then you swallow through. You got here the pharynx. You swallow, and the food or the bolus goes down the esophagus into the stomach. In the stomach is a very different place full of gastric juices, normally acids. They start breaking down that food into smaller pieces and slowly goes down to the small intestine. And in the small intestine, we call that the chyme. The bolus transforms into something called the chyme. The small intestine starts breaking down the food even in smaller pieces to be able to get the nutrients in a small structure that I will show you a picture called the capillaries. In the capillaries there is the absorption of the nutrients from the food. Then it goes on and it changes into something else called the chyle, and the chyle goes to the large intestine, and in the large intestine there is a lot of absorption of the water that remains, the water is absorbed and the remains are transformed into something called the feces. Those goes to the rectum, and now we know what happens in the end. We have to go to the toilet, of course, and through the anus we get expelled of the rest of the food that we don't need anymore. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and remember to work hard but also to have fun.